Hi there, Brad with the all-new 2020 Ford Escape Titanium. Basically, the Titanium's been completely redesigned for its fourth generation. It's essentially longer, wider, and lower. It's also taken some very European style cues. You notice the headlights. These are LED projector beam headlights. They're also auto on and auto low beam. So if you're going down the highway, you have oncoming traffic, it'll automatically go to low beam for you without having to touch anything. Projector beam fog lights allows you to see better farther in crappy weather. The grille on this is kind of interesting. It's one piece black laminated plastic. Most other manufacturers, when they do a black grille, they'll just take what they already have, like a brushed aluminum or a chrome, and paint it. After a couple years, you can kind of see the paint coming off, and you can kind of see the chrome and the aluminum underneath it. Looks a little ratty. 3-4 years driving with this, it'll still look fairly fresh. In there as well, we also have active grille shutters. Those serve two purposes. They keep the engine at optimal operating temperature, and they allow for the aerodynamic, better aerodynamics for the vehicle. This is something new for Ford too. No more latches. So you just got to hit that once. Hit that twice. If you've ever had anything to do with Fords before, you know they tend to place their latches fairly random. That's all taken care of now. So you have a 2-liter EcoBoost engine under here, 250 horsepower, but you're still getting 38 miles to the gallon on the highway and 32 in the city. Up top there, you'll see the brains for the Ford Copilot 360 Plus system. It's essentially a safety system that allows you to be on the road a little safer. That controls the pre-collision assist with the automatic braking. So if you're coming up on a parked vehicle too fast, you get a warning, and then the brakes will be applied for you if you don't do it quick enough. You also have the lane keep assist. So if you're going down the road, long road trip, getting a little tired, starting to go in the other lane, the seats and the steering wheel will vibrate, and you get audible warning if you're leaving your lane. You also have the adaptive cruise control. So you set that, you can set the distance between you and the vehicle in front of you. If that vehicle slows down, your vehicle will slow down with it. If it speeds up, it'll speed up with it. If the vehicle in front of you stops, it'll stop too, and then when the vehicle in front goes, it'll get back up to speed again. You also have the evasive steering assist. So if you're coming up on a vehicle fast, the steering will actually adapt to be a little quicker, getting you out of the way faster, without any collisions. You also have a front and rear sensing system. You also have Ford's 4-wheel drive system that will engage automatically once the wheels are slipping. Once the ABS system detects the wheels are slipping, the rear wheels will engage. Once it goes 7 kilometers without any slipping, it'll come back off. Completely seamless operation. You won't even notice it's happening. The mirrors are heated, so no more scraping those off in the cold mornings. And you do have your blind spot information system right there, warning right there. That'll light up if you're going to change lanes and there's a vehicle in your blind spot. You have a 6-way passenger power seat, super comfy seats. And you also have a Bang & Olufsen sound system. That's 10 speakers, 1 subwoofer, super high-end system. House systems from Bang & Olufsen usually range in the thousands of dollars. In the rear, you have this beautiful panoramic sunroof. Goes from front to back of the passenger compartment. Allows a lot of natural light in. You also have Ford's safety canopy system. So you have airbags from front to rear and in each seat. The front airbags are 2-stage, so in the case of a front-end low-speed front-end collision, you won't get the full force of the airbags. In the case of a side collision or rollover, airbags will drop from the ceiling and from the seats, protecting all passengers from injury. In the rear, you have a Class 2 hitch. It's rated for 2,500 pounds, as well as you have 4-point wiring in there. In the Titaniums, you have chrome exhaust tips, kind of a nice little accoutrement there. You also have to have the hands-free liftgate, maybe. There we go. So back here you have just under 38 cubic feet of cargo space, large enough for a full-size dog crate. Those second row seats will fold flat, giving you just under 68 cubic feet of cargo room. Nice little donut spare there. Kind of classy. It's an aluminum rims as opposed to the usual steel rims you see. And you have our backup camera. You also have rear cross traffic alert with this, so as you're backing out of a parking stall, you can't see either side of you, you'll get an audible warning on the inside letting you know that there's a vehicle beside you if you can't see it. The brake lights now are LED, allowing you to be seen farther, so it makes it a little safer. The rear seats are ActiveX leather, so they don't fade, they are stain resistant, and they don't crack, and they don't require treatment like previous generations of leather has, and you don't kill any cows. These rear seats do slide forward and back, so if you have a child seat back here, the passenger can take care of the child if it's making a fuss. You also have the rear latch system, which allows you to quickly and securely install a child seat. You also have back here, the way they've got everything designed, you have more leg room back here than a full-size Chevy Suburban. So tons of rear room. You also have an intelligent access key. So you're just gonna have the key in your pocket or in your purse. That unlocks it, that'll lock it. You have settings for 3 drivers. So that'll set the mirrors, the seats, and the stereo to whichever setting you have it at. So no more fighting for adjusting seats, anything like that. You have a heads-up display here. You can turn it on like that. So that allows you to get real-time driving information such as speed, where you're at, your adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist. The reason why Ford went to this, and where most other manufacturers don't, is they project onto the windshield. When that if that windshield cracks, which it's Alberta, so it will, that's like a $1,200 to $1,400 windshield. This is just a standard windshield, no hassles there. The windshield and the side glass is acoustic laminated glass, which deadens road noise, allowing you to listen to your music or talk to your passengers in relative comfort. You do have your production screen right there. You do have several driving modes here as well. So you have a sport mode, slip if it's really icy out, deep snow and sand mode, normal mode. This is your controls for the lane keep assist and your adaptive cruise control, Bluetooth control and everything there. This is your Sync 3 screen. It's kind of interesting the way they've placed it. A lot of people kind of have issue with that. If you look from left to right though, it's kind of right in your eye line. So if you're adjusting your stereo or make an adjustment on your navigation, it's right in your eye line, so you don't have to take your eyes off the road. So this is the Sync 3 complete infotainment system. It gives you your audio system. You can hook your phone up to it. You have navigation. You can download apps. You can download stuff like Stitcher, Waze, that kind of thing. You also have Ford Pass Connect. So this is kind of handy. It's an app you put on your phone and you can use your cell phone like a remote start. So you can, basically as long as you have cell service, you can start your vehicle from anywhere on the planet. You also get maintenance reminders. You also, if there's an issue with a vehicle such as low tire pressure or an engine light, you get notifications on that as well. This is also a 4G Wi-Fi hotspot. You can hook up to 10 different devices on this and stream, games, TV shows, movies, whatever you like. You can hook up to 10 different devices on this. You don't necessarily even have to be in the vehicle. You can be up to 50 feet away. You do have the navigation, which is voice controlled. So you just hit the voice button, say the address, it'll plot the course automatically. Down here you'll have the climate control system. Dual zone climate control, so onboard marriage counselor, no more fighting about heat or too hot or too cold. This is kind of nice. Before you'd have to go through the screens to get to the climate control system so you could turn on your heated steering wheel. This is a dedicated button. So no issues that way. 3-position heated seats. Down here you have the rotary dial. It just allows for a cleaner looking front driver's area, as well as saves a little bit of space. You do have manual mode on this. There is paddle shifters there, so you can scroll through the gears manually if you want to, if it's really icy out, or you just want that little standard transmission type feel. You do have an electronic park brake. This is the auto hold button, so if you are in a Tim Hortons lineup, don't want to keep your foot on the brake, you hit that, it'll hold you at that position till you hit the gas. Once you hit the gas, hit the brake again, take your foot off the brake, it'll hold the vehicle there. That is your parallel and perpendicular park assist. So crowded road, you need to get into a parking slot, this will do it fast and easy. It controls the steering, it'll control the fuel, all you have to do is hit the brake. You do have an auto start stop feature in this vehicle as well, so if you're coming up to a stoplight, conditions are right, the engine will actually shut off, saving you a little bit of fuel, and then when you go to hit the accelerator again, it'll start and get you going, and that's to turn off the park assist. The reverse camera is there. It is a dynamic guiding line system. The center there should be lined up with the center of your vehicles where your hitch would be. If you wanted to load a trailer up by yourself, it's kind of a pain, usually a 2-person job with this. You just line it up like you regularly would, and then you can hit the magnification button, and that'll take you right over top of the hitch, and you can line it up really easy that way. One more thing I wanted to show you that's really cool on this. We have all seen the YouTube videos where the guys get back in a trailer up or whatever, and they don't put their vehicle in park. Well, with this, if you're backing something up, you're in reverse, you open the door, you take your foot off the brake, it'll put you in park. I thought that was neat. So that's the all-new 2020 Ford Escape. I thank you for your time.